Hi, I'm Scott from Virtual, and this video is going to be a quick walkthrough of the Announcer Manager for Unity, and more specifically, how to make compatible voice packs. Announcer Manager is essentially a voice pack manager for Unity. It's a tool that quickly gets voice packs and other audio in the game. So let's see how it works. I've taken the survival shooter game from Unity and adapted it with Announcer Manager.
Welcome to the game. 3, 2, 1. The battle begins. First blood. Triple kill. Oops. Game over.
It's built on the idea of packs that can be turned on and off as needed. So imagine an RPG game where each pack represents a different player class, like Orc, Elf, Human, Paladin, and etc. Voice packs can be activated with ease in Editor and at runtime. There's also an option to set one pack as the default pack that acts as a fallback. This gives you the flexibility with pack creation. For example, you could put all of the NPC and big boss lines in the default pack. This ensures that no matter what pack you have active, the boss will always have something to say. So now that we know what the Announcer Manager can do, let's look at how to make voice packs. Whether you're starting from scratch or have an existing voice pack that you want to make compatible with the system, it is smart to start at the lab. The lab lets you test your packs and events so that you know how they will work without needing to write code or build them into a game. The lab comes with a sample pack built in, so I'll just hit play and try it out and we'll see how it works.
Banning has ended. You lose. Level complete.
The first thing we're going to do, however, is create everything from scratch so you can see how the system works at a fundamental level. We're going to remove the existing Announcer Manager and start fresh. To do that, you can create an empty game object, rename it, and add the announcer script. Or go up to Window, Announcer Manager, Add Announcer to achieve the same result. Next, we're going to add a pack. Same thing as before, we can create an empty game object, rename it, and add the pack script. Or go to Window, Announcer Manager, Add Pack. The next thing we want to do is to create an event. Events are moments in the game. From a pack perspective, it's a voice line. For our example, we'll create a welcome event to welcome our player to the game. The settings for the script are explained in detail in the documentation, so feel free to check that out. Quickly though, single use makes the event turn off after it's played once. This is good for one-time moments that you don't want to risk hearing twice. The replay delay sets a minimum time that must pass between playing the event again. There are several options for announcement selection that gives you control over which announcements are played when the event is triggered. Which brings us to our next step. Within events are the announcements. To create, we add an object and add the announcement script. Announcements are the individual takes on a line. Each audio file in your pack will equal one announcement. And you could have several announcements per event, giving variability and more dynamic sound to the game. I'm going to find the welcome file in my pack and drag it onto the audio clip field for this announcement. Let's test it by playing the scene and hitting the play event button.
Welcome to the game.
Boom! Success. Now, let's add another welcome announcement and find welcome to in the sample pack. Hit play, and then play the event a couple times.
Welcome to the game. Welcome.
It's randomly selecting these, but you could choose other options on the event script which will determine which announcement is played. This is the foundation of the system. Now to make things quicker, you can use the pack helper. So we're going to try that. Go to Window, Announcer Manager, Pack Helper. We will create a new pack. First, we'll give it a name and select a few options. The Create Asset Folders option will create a folder in the pack's directory with an audio subfolder. This is good if you're creating a pack from scratch for specific use with the Announcer Manager. I would leave this unchecked if you want to make your existing pack compatible with the system. The Use Template checkbox will create a bunch of events from the template to help you get started. Lastly, if you already recorded your audio and want to import the audio files automatically, check the Import Audio box and select the asset folder where you keep the files. I'm going to choose the Sample Pack audio folder. Finally, we click Create and voila. Take a look at the pack and you will see a lot of empty events waiting to be populated with your new announcements. The Pack Helper created announcements for each of the audio files I gave it. You can see that the Pack Helper is telling me I have 205 empty events and 55 unassigned announcements, which we also see in the hierarchy. Luckily, the Pack Helper has some options to help us in connecting these announcements with their event. I can click the Auto Assign Announcements button to attempt an automatic assignment. This is largely based on your event and announcement names. If you have the name of the event in the announcement name, or in this case the name of my audio files, the system will match them up more easily. Depending on your individual pack, you may have to create new events that were not contained in the template, and you might have to drag and drop some of your announcements into their appropriate events. All this is largely dependent on your file naming conventions and the events in the template. We'll be growing this template and adding more categories and events as the manager matures in the hope that you'll have to do less work in creating new packs. When done, you will still likely have empty events. If you're up for it, you can record more lines and fill out the pack. To find these empty events in the hierarchy, click the Find Empty Events button. This will auto-select them in the hierarchy for you. To delete them from the pack, click the Remove Empty Event button and confirm. Bam, they're all gone. Now, let's test the pack.
Banning has ended. 1. Headshot.
Looks like it worked as expected. Now to finish this process, I'm going to drag the pack into the project folder to create the prefab. It is good to go now for any project that uses the Audio Manager. Just a note, if you're making an existing voice pack compatible with Announcer Manager, just include the prefab with your pack in the asset store. Please do not include the Announcer Manager itself or any of its scripts. Your customers will need to have their own copy of the plugin. The documentation is included in a PDF to help you understand and use the system better. There's also a pack guide that can help you design voice packs for the system. For more information and see the latest version of the documentation, go to virtual.com and under Unity Announcer Manager, you will find links to everything you need. Feel free to reach out with questions and feedback, and we look forward to seeing what you create. Thanks for watching.